Good evening, guys. Welcome to the channel and to this TBM850 November to Lima, which we're going to take from Hanover to Berlin on a Vatsim flight. But it's not only a Vatsim flight. I'm going to try something different today. I'm going to combine Vatsim with SayIntentions, and I'm really excited to see how that goes. So let's hop in the plane. Guys, welcome to the cockpit. Let's get everything on. Battery will set to on, and we will listen to the ATIS. And we are at Vatsim, so we're going to listen to the ATIS, which is 136575 here in Hanover.
The information echo. Met report time 1920 Zulu special. When airborne, contact Bremen radar on 119.490. Expect radar vectors. Runways in use 09 left and 09 right. Dependent parallel approach is in progress. Report preferred runway on initial contact. Transition level 70. Wind 120 degrees 4 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Ceiling 2700 broken. Temperature 4. Dew point 2. QNH 1004. Hanover information echo out.
So echo, we got everything set here. So let's
Hanover information echo. Met report time 1920.
Let's get the clearance. Hanover ground, November to Lima, stand 74, information echo on board, requesting IFLOC clearance to Berlin, and if possible runway 09 on left.
November 24 Alpha Lima, for that you need to contact delivery on 120.405.
120405 November to Lima. 120405. Let's do that. Hanover delivery, November to Lima, stand 74, information echo on board, requesting IFR clearance to Berlin, if possible, 9er left.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Hanover delivery, hello. Information echo is current. You are cleared to your destination Berlin via the Moldo 5 Yankee departure out of runway 09 left. Flight plan route, climb to 4,000 feet, squawk 1000.
Clear Berlin by the Moldo 5 Yankee departure, flight plan route 09 left, initial climb 4,000, squawking 1000 November 2 Lima.
November 2 for Alpha Lima, repack correct, report ready for start and push.
Welcome, we're ready, November 2 Lima. So we get 1000, 1000, so altitude is on, we'll set that. Initial climb we got 4000, let's set that in the altitude box. Then we'll import the flight plan, and you know what, why don't we ask Brian if he could brief us the flight once more, because we missed a couple of things. Hey Brian, can you please brief our flight today and our departure today from Hanover? So, we go back there. Flight plan, import from SimBrief, the one that I filed, SimBrief, okay.
Sure, Andreas. We'll be departing from runway 09 or left.
Cool.
We'll be flying the Mould 5 Yankee departure with an initial climb altitude clearance to 4,000 feet.
4,000.
Transition altitude is 5,000 feet.
5,000,
After takeoff,
good to know.
we'll follow the SID profile.
SID.
Weather at departure shows no significant weather expected en route. In the event of an engine failure below 400 feet, we'll continue straight ahead and follow ATC instructions. Above 400 feet, we'll follow the engine out SID procedure, climb altituding to 3,000 feet before turning back. For any abnormalities or emergencies before V1, we'll reject the takeoff and apply maximum braking. After V1, we'll continue the takeoff, handle the emergency, and communicate with ATC.
Guys, this is cool, right? Having Vatsim and SayIntentions on the same.
And departure frequency will be 119.49.
1949er, perfect.
Takeoff with flaps 5. V1 is 142 knots. VR
Yeah,
is 147 knots.
I think Brian's
V2
talking about
is
Boeing
152
737.
knots. Climb altitude out at V2 plus 10 knots. I think we're ready to go, Captain.
Yes, we are. Perfect. Delivery November to Lima, request engine start. So prop RPM to the max, as always.
November 24 Alpha Lima. Startup approved for taxi, contact ground 121.955. Have a great flight, see ya.
Startup approved, and then over the ground 121.955, November 2 Favorina, danke, tschüss. So prop RPM to the max, prop area is clear, we set navs and strobes, and then ignition is going to be on auto, aux fuel pump on, and then we can hit this order. Watch the prop turning. Yeah guys, using SayIntentions and Vatsim at the same time. First time I tried that. NG, stabilizing there around 16, low idle, watching ITT, tamping up. Today, cool, Hanover 790, winding down again, and NG's rising. So all looks good so far. And at 50 we go to high idle. This stage we can turn off the starter, aux fuel pump to auto, fuel selector auto. Generator can come on, all the gyro instrument we will turn on at this stage and taxi as well, so we don't forget. EFIS master Pitot 1 and Pitot 2. You know what, guys, it's going to be icing today, so we're going to just hit all the anti-icing system.
Turkish 211 is ready for push and start.
Turkish 211. Startup approved. Push contact ground 121.955.
And so we're going to 20, that's good. Fuel should be okay, and we're ready, crew. We go over to ground. So 9 left, so we're going to probably go over here. We're going to expect Oscar, then Mike, Lima, cross Niner Center, then Golfen. Hanover ground, November 2 Lima, request taxi.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Hanover ground, hello again. Taxi via Oscar, Mike and Lima, hold short of runway 09 Center.
Oscar, Mike and Lima, and then hold short Niner Center, November 2 Lima. Okay, so we got ground, and now tower's going to be next, so we're going to set that.
Turkish 211, gate 4, ready for pushback.
Tower's going to be 121, so that's in standby. Perfect, so we are good to go, guys.
211 Hanover ground, hello, stand by for push.
Standing by for push.
Oscar's here. Clear on the right side, taking left here. On Mike. Probably gonna we're gonna have some traffic over here. So Mike, and then taking a right on Lima, and holding short Niner Center. Yeah, so of course with SayIntentions I muted the comms, and I deactivated the push to talk button in SayIntentions, because otherwise it's going to be a mess. So I only have intercom 1 and 2 active on buttons, so I can talk to them while I'm on Vatsim, which is really cool, I think. Yeah, really cool. And so far it works. No crashes so far. See how long the sim is going to do this and crash the desktop in the end, because it's so heavy on the hardware. So right on Lima, and we'll hold short of Niner Center. Probably he's going to go hand us over the tower after that. And we will be able to do an intersection departure.
Ground, einen wunderschönen guten Abend, Lufthansa 1 Yankee X-Ray, requesting pushback. Lufthansa 1 Yankee X-Ray, pushback approved, face west Alpha 1.
So here's the holding point for runway Niner Center. We're going to stop here.
Lufthansa 1 Yankee X-Ray. November 24 Alpha Lima, contact now Hannover Tower 120.1 if you have nice flight.
Over to Tower 120.180, November 2 Favorina, thank you, bye bye. Hanover Tower, November 2 Favorina, holding short to Niner Center on Lima. Tower.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Hanover Tower, good evening. Taxi to holding point runway 09 left via Golf and Kilo, cross runway 09 center.
Golf and Kilo and cross Niner Center, November 2 Lima. Okay, there we go.
Tower 1, November 6 for Delta, Isle 09 left.
November 6 Tower Delta, Hannover Tower, guten Abend. Wind 120 degrees for now, runway 09 left, clear to land.
09 left, clear to land, November.
So we got incoming traffic here. Taking a left here on Golf. And we're going to take Kilo today, so it's going to be an intersection departure. And as we are taxiing along, we can already start with a pre-departure checklist, which is Laftica. L is the landing lights, and we're going to turn them on now already. Of course, it's not the perfect standard setting, we do that anyway. Air, we set all the flows and the ECS and also the altitude. F is flap takeoff, we'll set that now. Trims are set. Inner separator we will not bother about today. The CAS messages are lit off, and we have AP master trims on, and we are ready to go, guys. So we can actually give tower ready for departure as soon as we get to Kilo. And probably we'll wait for this guy to land, and he's going to give us a line up behind landing traffic. So this is what we're going to expect. The only thing that can be tricky with SayIntentions running at the same time is if Millie or Sarah or somebody speaking, and then Vatsim comes in and wants something from us, and we don't hear the Vatsim controller because of SayIntentions speaking. So Kilo is here, taking a right, and watching this guy land. Now we'll actually hold over here, or hold over there, actually, I'm not sure. Yeah, there's a holding light over there, we'll hold over there.
November 2 Alpha, 24 Alpha Lima behind landing traffic now on short, final lineup runway 09 left behind.
Behind landing traffic, lineup 09 left behind. I have the traffic in sight. So there he is, we can just keep on rolling here, I guess. I'll brake a little bit. Nice landing. So just try to keep the flow going here in Hanover, not to cause any issues for the next one is that is on final.
November 6 Papa Delta, welcome to Hanover. Taxi right via Lima, hold short of Mike, cross runway 09 center.
Lima holding short Mike, crossing 09 center, November 6 for that.
We're ready. Everything's set.
November 24 Alpha Lima, wind 120 degrees, 4 knots, runway 09 left, clear for takeoff, bye bye.
09 left, clear for takeoff, November 24 Lima, bye bye. Takeoff are set, so why bye bye? Because we are first sit, we're gonna contact the departure.
Delta, contact Hanover ground 121.9 Alpha 5, schönen Abend noch, ciao.
We're gonna contact the departure direct
November 6 for Delta, ciao.
by ourselves. So 85 knots rotational speed today. Rotate. Positive climb here. Tap the brake. Gear up. One 110 knots. Flaps can come up, and we'll set 850 mode. Watch the torque, not to over torque. Perfect. Go over the departure.
Hannover Tower 2018, Delta Alpha Chili.
Radar, Delta, Echo, Romeo, Charlie, Hotel.
And yaw damper, and we are set. Bye bye, Hanover. Bye bye.
3000 feet of time, Sierra Tango.
Hanover departure, November to Papa Lima, 1500, climbing 4000.
November 2 for Alpha Lima, Bremen radar, hello, identified, climb to flight level 100.
Climb flight level 100, November to Papa Lima. beautiful landscape here, guys. We're coming to IMC conditions, so we got all the anti-icing system sets.
Bremen Radar Delta Echo Romeo Charlie Hotel.
Never gets old, guys.
Delta Echo Romeo Charlie Hotel, Bremen Radar.
Never gets old.
Delta Echo Romeo Charlie Hotel, Sierra Romeo 22, Abstellplatz in Braunschweig vor der Motorhalle 1. VfR Nacht mit Flugplan nach Hannover. Information Delta, bitte rollen.
Transition altitude is 5,000, so we're gonna get... Oh, one thing we forgot, look at this.
Delta Echo Romeo Charlie Hotel. Aktive Piste 26 QNH 1005. Rollen Sie zum Roller der Piste 26 mal Charlie und Alpha.
Aktive Piste 26 QNH 1005. Rolle zum Rollhalter Piste 26 über Charlie und Alpha Delta Echo Romeo Charlie Hotel.
Standard pressure we set at 5,000, and we are already in standard pressure, so we don't have to bother about that.
Tango turn right, heading 060, cleared ILS, runway 09 left.
So, going with the SID here.
Right, 060, cleared ILS, runway 09 left, after Tuner Tango.
SID takes us to Moldo, over to the en route portion of the flight plan, Bartel, bump up to Ogber, and Ogber is going to be our arrival into Berlin. Via Ogber 2 for Romeo, then our ILS for 2 for right here into Berlin. Yeah, it never gets old, guys. Just going to the clouds, getting out of the clouds, looking at the windows in VR with the Pimax Crystal headset, and for me this is just extremely smooth, and this is still DLSS 3, and I'm so curious to see what happens with DLSS 4. So see a VR flight sim guy has posted a video, then all the other ones as well, and they're all happy about it. So I'm so curious to see what happens with DLSS 4. I'll wait till next week till it gets official, and don't bother at the moment to install everything. Okay, so we are climbing. Takeoff power is fine. Torque is okay. We are on standard setting.
Alpha Lima, contact Bremen Radar 128, decimal 760, goodbye.
128-760, November to Favaruna, bye bye. 128-760.
Direct Halme. Direct Halme, you're wings for Sierra Foxtrot.
Bremen Radar, November to Favaruna, 7,500, climbing, flight level 100.
Number 2 for Alpha Lima, Bremen Radar, hello identified. Climb flight level 170, proceed, direct button.
Climb 170 in the direct battle, November 2 for Panama. So 170, then direct battle, which is a good thing. Battle, direct activate, so we're going directly to battle.
Bremen Radar 119, decimal 490, tschüss.
Bremen 119 von 90, Lufthansa Edmund Victor, ciao ciao.
So when we come along and when we have time, we're going to listen a little bit to SayIntentions and ask Millie some things, and maybe also Brian. But for now, I'd like to brief the arrival into Berlin. Hey Brian, can you please brief us with the arrival into Berlin today? And hope that Vatsim doesn't want us to do anything, but we should be okay, I think.
We'll be arriving at Berlin-Brandenburg on runway 24 right using the ILS approach. We'll be flying the AUGUP 24 Romeo arrival. Transition level is 60. After the star, we'll intercept the ILS to runway 24 right. Weather at arrival shows winds 285 at 7 knots. Few clouds at 800 feet. Broken at 1700 feet. Overcast at 3700 feet. In the event of a missed approach, we'll follow the published missed approach procedure. Squawk code remains 5557, and approach frequency will be 123.305. We'll configure for landing with flaps 30. Final
this part we don't need actually, because it's for 737.
Ready for the arrival, Captain. 260, level at normal.
When ready, descent flight level 260, level no go to aviation.
November 24 Alpha Lima, proceed direct Delta Bravo 433.
Direct Delta Bravo 433, November to Papa Lima. So this is the one it gave us directly here, directly to the arrival. So let's set that. Flight plan. 432, this is the one. We'll set that, activate.
2 for Uniform Bravo negative, direct November Oscar Golf Romeo Oscar.
So great stuff. So we are already direct now to the arrival. The mid portion of the arrival, which is already downwind, the right downwind for runway 24 right. And then they're probably going to give us vectors come into ILS, runway Yankee 24 right, I guess. And we're going to set that now. But first we'll just have a look at the ATIS down in Berlin, the Vatsim one. So here, I think I love this, the new Navigraph charts. You just go to weather of the airport, then you go to ATIS, Vatsim, you got all the information right there, and it's current. So you get the designate, the November right now, we'll get the Berlin information, and so vectoring for ILS approach 24 left 24 right.
5 Romeo, Bremen radar, hello again.
And then they say when we have vacated the runway, we remain on the frequency. Transition level 70, as we heard by Brian before. Visibility is okay, and some clouds. So, should be all okay actually. So now it's time to brief the approach into Berlin before we take a break and listen to the music. So, Berlin, as we heard a couple of times, is going to be 24 right. And let's set that, flight plan. Berlin, low procedure, approach. 24 right. ILS 24 right, and we said we're taking Occuper as a transition and load. And when we do so, the good thing is the GTN gets it and sets the localizer frequency in standby, and you flick it over to nav1 and we're set. So 1099er is already set now. And the final approach course we have to set by ourselves, 244 for the ILS.
For Sierra Foxtrot for separation, maintain speed 280 knots, operator.
244, so we're going to set that now. 244. Back to nav.
Negative. Eurowings 4, Sierra Foxtrot for separation, maintain speed 280 knots, operator.
So, glide slope is
maintaining 280 or greater for Eurowings 4, Sierra Foxtrot, sorry.
Today will be Uburu at 4,000, so where is that? Uburu is here, it's going to be the final fix here. Here, Maltese cross. And Ocber here
Golf, Bremen radar, hello.
is the initial fix, but we're going to get vectors. So, Uburu is the final fix, glide slope intercept at 4,000. What about the minimums today? We'll have a look at the minimums. We're down here, category 1. So we have a decision altitude, DA of 354, which is a height of ground of 200. So it's a standard. And RVR is 550. So that should be all okay.
From good evening, 2nd November, Mike Alpha View, Firewall 3924400.
So,
Mike,
perfect.
radar, hello again.
I guess we're set. So before we take a break, let's ask Millie about a couple of things in the approach chart. What do we want to ask Millie? What about the RVR? Hey Millie, can you please explain to us what RVR means on an approach chart? And hope that Watson doesn't want to do something.
Visual range. It indicates the distance a pilot can see down the runway, which is crucial for determining if it's safe to land, especially in low visibility conditions. For example, if the RVR is reported as 600 meters, that means you should be able to see it that far down the runway to proceed safely.
Climb flight level 320.
130 Go, so what is response?
Thanks Millie, cool.
You're welcome. If you have any more questions about the flight or aviation in general, feel free to ask. Remember, every flight is a learning
Charlie, Bremen
opportunity.
radar, low identified, proceed direct to Hamburg, November India.
direct Newburgh, danke, 1
So we got 111 miles over to our next waypoint. So, you know what, guys? Let's sit back and relax a bit and listen to some music, and I'll pick you up on the arrival. Hey guys, welcome back. Just got a descent from the controller down to flight level 140, and we're still going directly to Delta Bravo 433, which is the mid portion of the arrival into Berlin. And I guess he's going to hand us over to approach, which is going to be 126425 if there is an approach online. We'll see. And from here, it's going to be a downwind, a right downwind for runway 24 right. And it's going to be vectors in to, yeah, let's approach 124 right. Yeah guys, so far everything perfect.
Back in the cockpit.
What do you want to ask Millie or
Thank you, Roger.
Brian? Could ask you something. What can we ask?
Radar, guten Tag, Honda 569, flight level 08, climbing flight level 120.
Honda 569, Bremen, Moin, identified, climb to flight level 240.
Flight level 240.
Hey Millie, what are the costs of a TBM850 today?
Proceed direct Delta Bravo 462.
Direct Delta Bravo 462,
I'm here to help with flying and aviation techniques,
Ah, okay.
but I can't provide information on costs or pricing. However, if you have questions about operating the TBM or its systems, feel free to ask.
November 2 for me, could you just repeat the frequency?
119.630.
119.630, November 2 for Lima. Danke, tschüss. And what the heck was that? Was that Bremen approach? Yeah, Bremen approach. Bremen approach, November 2 for Lima, flight number 140, inbound to Delta Bravo 433. So that
Number 2 for Alpha Lima, Berlin arrival identified. Information Oscar. Expect ILS approach, runway 24 right. Descend to flight level 100.
Oscar's current, descend to flight level 100, and it's going to be ILS 24 right, November 2 for Lima.
Going 81 whiskey, contact Bremen radar 124.175, ciao ciao.
Just exactly. Of course. Millie was talking to me, of course, and he gave me frequency, so I didn't understand nada.
Descending to flight level 140.
So maybe not the best thing to do. Okay, so we are on approach already.
Oscar 154, Berlin
so why don't we
arrival
set the
identified.
tower as the next?
Oscar, expect ILS approach 24 right. Descend to flight level 100.
So Berlin tower, it's going to be
right,
one.
descend flight level
This one
100
here.
to the 154.
So it gave us descent to flight level 100, and it gave us already the ILS 24 right. So we are actually we're ready now. And while in descent, we don't need the 850 mode anymore, so we're limited to 100% torque. then actually going below 10,000, I'm going to set the landing lights. And the local QNH we will get from ATC, and at the latest with the transition level of 070 as per Brian's information, or also what we can see here in the 80s. So let's quickly have a look at that again. So Berlin, charts, great tool here, weather, Vatsim.
5.89 Golf Juliet, would you like a vector for the LS?
Oscar.
Yeah, would be appreciated.
Yeah. Transition level is 70, you see here guys.
Roger,
so
present heading, descend 3,000 feet.
that's when we're going over to QNH 1007, okay? Tower 120030, so we got that set already. So we are keeping ahead of the flight. We are well prepared. And I'm a little scared. I'm not going to ask Millie more stuff now because otherwise I'm going to miss everything. On the other hand, the next frequency I already know. It's going to be 120030, so nothing can happen. And worst comes worst, I can just ask him to repeat. But we'll wait a bit. So when we're on the descent, the lights are one thing that we set already. The QNH we're going to get from ATC, and the other thing is you have to set the air to sea level because we're going to have to decrease the pressure cabin again. So that's one of the things we have to check when we're descending. And also if we want to really know exactly, we just go and have a look at the checklist. So descent. This is what we talked about. ECS, destination altitude. DIs, we have them on. Fuel, we check that, maybe it's a good thing. So right is the fullest, and we're on the left, so we're going to check, we're going to switch over then. Landing lights we have set because we passed 10,000, and the fuel is all, and set local QNH, yes, when we pass the transition levels. It's going to be 70 today. And yeah, 100% transition from 850 mode to 700 mode. We're limiting our torque to 100%. Yes.
989 Golf Juliet, turn right heading 220, cleared LS 24 left, report established.
So it's going to vector soon. We're still direct DB433, and I guess it's going to give us some sort of a vector from soon and a further descent as well. Yeah, I see the runway is already below the clouds. Yeah, guys. So how did you like the flight today? Is there anything different you want to see? Just talked to a friend the other day, and he's a good friend of mine, and he's also a pilot. And he said, "Why don't you do something different? Because I'm doing the same things on and on." And that's of course true. But on the other hand, that's what I like. I just like sitting in the cockpit in VR, and there's nothing that beats it, in my view. And if I can sit on Vatsim and talk to Millie and Brian at the same time, wow. And a lot of you guys who are watching this have been...
Lufthansa 154, descend 4,000 feet, QNH 1007.
Have been on the journey, flight simulator journey, for many years. I started from the first flight sim, and I mean, if we see what we've come, how far we come today, it's just crazy. Could never have believed that 20 years ago. Never.
Alpine 89 Golf Juliet, Roger, correct tower 118.05, good landung.
A lot of windmills here. It's windy today.
Genau. November Alpha Lima, descend to flight level 70.
Descent flight level 70, November 25 Lima. So not vectoring is...
Lufthansa 154, maintain present heading.
Maintain present heading, Lufthansa 154.
Minus 9 degrees, minus 8 degrees, so it's for sure icing. So we need all the equipment. Prop the ice, left and right windshield the ice, and not the airframes, because we're looking at the leading edges and they're clear. Coming into Berlin, or look at this probably going to be in IMC as we pass the city. Would have been nice to watch a little bit. Watch the city here. Is that the Reichstag? Maybe. Well, just not to overstretch the system. I think it's getting hot, the computer. I'm going to sit in here and just watch the glass cockpit. Otherwise, we're going to have crashed to desktop. And when we land here in Berlin, we're going to be 24 right. And we will try to vacate here on Lima 3. Or, excuse me, Lima 4. Then either Delta or Charlie.
Lufthansa 154, would you like intercept via 10 miles final?
You can give us that.
I think it's a bit too...
Well, you can give us that. We're at TBM850.
So 154, Roger, expect standard intercept via 12 miles.
Look at that, guys. Just crazy. Look at these views. Never gets old. It just never gets old.
November 25 Lima, do you fancy your intercept via 10 miles final?
Yeah, that's perfect for me because I'm a TBM, yes, thank you.
I can even offer you a short approach via 6 miles if you like.
Even better.
Roger, let me step by a coordinate for tower.
Roger. Okay, this is going to be cool, guys. It's going to be a quick and fast approach. We like that. But we have to be on the top of our game, because it's going to go fast, everything here. So,
Scale 76, Berlin arrival identified. Good afternoon, good evening. Information, Oscar, expect ILS approach, runway 24 left, descend to flight level 100, own rate.
Sort of in and out of IMC here. Surfing the clouds, but then entering
November
again.
Alpha Lima, expect 6 miles final, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1007.
Expect 6 miles, and then descend 5,000 on QNH 1007, November 25 Lima. Great stuff, guys. Love it. So, 1007, so we have to go local now, by ATC. And we set 5,000, which he wanted us, and probably he's going to give us vectors soon. It's going to be a quick approach here, guys. So we'll have the approach charts fixed so we know which ground frequency to expect here. And we're fast. We're going fast here, guys. Entering IMC again here. So the right is the fullest, and we're on the right, which is good. Fuel should be no issue today.
Lufthansa 154, turn left heading 280, cleared ILS 24 right.
So we got a Lufthansa before us.
Turn left heading 280, cleared ILS 24 right, Lufthansa 154.
And we're going to be next. Leveling off,
Lufthansa 154, report established.
Roger.
November Alpha Lima, descend 4,000 feet and you're leaving airspace Charlie, entering Echo.
Down to 4,000 feet in November to Lima.
Lufthansa 154, speed 170 knots or greater until 5 miles final.
170 knots or greater until 5 miles, Lufthansa 154.
Descending 4,000, this is our interception altitude, so we are on the right altitude as we get a right turn into an interception of the localizer.
November Alpha Lima, I suggest some speed reduction, turn right by 5 degrees.
Go to 200 and right by 5 degrees, November 25 Lima. So we're going to reduce speed a bit. And I suggest myself 200, we're going to keep 200 here. And he gave us right 5 degrees, which we did. So 200 here. And we're just sticking to 197.
Lufthansa 154, confirm established.
Established Lufthansa 154.
197 is perfect.
Contact tower 120.030, bye-bye.
Entering IMC here.
120.030.
And this is the cool stuff here, cool with IFR flights, because you just fly through clouds, out of clouds, into clouds. So next one's going to be a right turn, I guess. And why don't we just keep 195 or 190 actually, 190 knots, which should be okay.
November Alpha Lima, turn right heading 160, descend 3000 feet.
Right heading 160 and 3000 feet, November 2 Papa Lima. So 160 on the heading, 3000 feet, and we'll VS it down. I'm going to slow up a bit here. Let's go to 180, should be okay. Otherwise it's going to be stressy. So 180 is perfect. Next frequency is going to be tower, which we already got in standby 120030, and we are ahead of the flight. So yeah, perfect. Uh, 3000 feet, the QNH is set. And you can hit the localizer.
November Alpha Lima, descend 2100 feet.
Descend 2100 feet, November 2 Volume. So 2100 feet. .180 knots is okay.
November 25 Alpha Lima, speed 160 knots or less, turn right heading 210.
160 knots or less, and right to 210, November 2 Papa Lima. So 160 knots and 210 on the heading. So we are doing what he wants to do, what he wants us to do. Cool. So 160.
November 25 Alpha Lima, following medium type A320, 4.8 miles ahead.
I got the aircraft in sight.
Scandinavian 7360, descend to flight level 70.
It's over there, you see that, guys? That's the one.
November 25 Alpha Lima, cleared LS approach, runway 2 for left.
2 for right.
Cleared LS 2 for right, November 25 Alpha Lima, record established.
Cleared LS 2 for right, I'll report when established, November 2 Papa Lima. So I gave it 2 for left, which is of course wrong. We got 2 for left, right here, and this is the one we're going to intercept. We can hit approach mode because he gave us a clearance to it, and I hope he's going to take it in now. Did I set the right one? I hope. Oh my god, I took the wrong one. Oh, it's coming in. Thank god, I thought I put the wrong one in. 2 for right, of course. So, and November 2 for Lima is established on the localizer 2 for right.
November 25 Alpha Lima, contact tower 120030, bye-bye.
Over the tower 120030, November 2 for Lima. Danke, tschüss.
Ciao.
Berlin Tower, November 2 for Lima, on the localizer ILS 2 for right.
November 25 for Lima, auto.
So let's set ground. I've already set actually to stay on the frequency. It's going to be probably not. Oh well, there is a ground, so let's set that. So we keep ahead of the flight. Flaps 1, gear down. And brake a little bit. Slow down here a bit. It hasn't given us clear to land yet, so we have to slow down a bit and now set flaps to full. So, Giphy, gears, 3 green, yaw damper can come off, then flaps full, taxi is already on, and the inertial separator we just don't bother today about. We are good to go, guys, here. So, catching some low visibility here, a little bit of rain, drizzle on the final. So we got the approach captured and the glide slope captured, and we have checked everything that has to be checked. Just quickly see which fuel is better. Left is right is the fullest, and it's on right. Top RPM to the max, flaps full, and yeah. Just quickly, just to remind ourselves, we're gonna exit on Lima 4. And visibility here is perfect, so nothing to worry about here. And so
154, taxi Victor 3 short of Foxtrot.
Lufthansa 154 will be gated on Lima 4.
So what is
154, taxi Victor 3 short of Foxtrot.
So Victor 3, huh?
Victor 3 hold short of entry.
This is Foxtrot. Okay, forget that.
On short of Foxtrot.
Hold short of Foxtrot, Lufthansa 154.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Lima 6 approved, wind 27 will release of not runway 24 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 24 right, November 25 Lima, and I'll probably opt for Lima 4 if it's possible.
Okay.
So we're gonna stick to our plan, actually. Nice. Slow up a bit here, guys, on the final. Welcome to Berlin. This was a great flight. A little bit of Vatsim, a little bit of SayIntentions, and so far everything went really well, actually. And the GA is just over here on the left side, so it's going to take us back when we leave on Lima 4. So, autopilot can come off. And we'll try to get a smooth landing here in Berlin. We got 6 knots of headwinds, and we're going to do a long landing because we're going to exit Lima 4. So we don't have to actually land too shortly. Idle. Smooth landing, guys. Welcome to Berlin.
Lufthansa 154 is holding for Foxtrot.
811-855.
121.855, Lufthansa 154.
So Lima 5 is on the left here, and Lima 4 is going to be over here to the left. Welcome to Berlin. Nice airport here. Weather wasn't too bad today. Not much rain, not much wind. So Lima 4, and then he's going to give us...
November 24 Alpha Lima, taxi to the GAT by Charlie and Lima 6.
GAT, Charlie, and Lima 6, November 25 Lima. So Charlie is here, and then Lima 6. Okay, perfect. And so we're going to go down by Victor 3 and not Victor 4 and over here, so it's going to be the further one. And I guess it's going to keep us on this frequency. Go straight here, and on the right side of the Kreisverkehr, whatever you say in English, and then Victor 3, and then take a left on Charlie, which is over there. And this is Charlie. There's a Lufthansa that just landed before us. Beautiful airport here.
Level 76, hello, wind 27 will release of not runway to left, clear to land.
Hey Millie, one thing that I always confuse, what is the best landing speed for the TBM850? See if she knows that. Curious.
The best landing speed for the TBM850 is typically around 80 to 85 knots, depending on weight and condition. Make sure to adjust for any wind factors as well. You're doing great.
Cool. Yeah, that works. SayIntentions and Vatsim at the same time. The only thing is that I can't, in case of SayIntentions speaking to me, and then Vatsim comes on to speak to me, I can't shut Millie down. That's the only thing that is a little bit tricky, but it's okay. Actually, it's fun because sometimes with Vatsim, you know that everybody that flies Vatsim, you can have some longer legs that you don't do anything and just sit there. And if you have SayIntentions, Millie, and Brian, or maybe even the tour guide on, you can ask him stuff. You can ask him things, and it can be fun actually. And that's what I did today. Combining Vatsim and SayIntentions together worked really great. So that was a cool flight, I think, guys. And one thing that I'm even more excited about, as I said before, I am excited about DLSS4. And I hope you guys, VR flight sim guy, flight simmers, and island pilot, and all you VR and also FS enthusiasts, just would be so cool if you just, for us stupid ones that don't understand how to set up things, we can do us a tutorial how to do it exactly. So Lima 6 is going to be here, taking a right to Lima 6. Yeah, so please guys, give us a tutorial how to install it. Do we have to reinstall the driver with DDU or without DDU? What's the best way to do it? It'd be great if you can do that for us. I will take the first one here. And yeah, welcome to Berlin. On the GA here, we'll park it next to the flight sim plane. Yeah, and with that guys, I'm gonna leave you. And I wish you a pleasant Sunday evening and see you next time. Bye bye.